So in today's video, I'm taking you behind the scenes during an actual engagement shoot and show you how I lit and shot these images. So hi everyone, this is Jiggy, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel. So what I have here in front of me are a few behind the scenes footages. I actually wanted to do an entire YouTube video on the spot while I was shooting. However, I found it very difficult because this was an actual work shoot. So it would be unfair for the client for me to stop and do all these things while I am shooting them. It actually destroys the moment, but fortunately, I was able to get a videographer to just take behind the scenes clips. And to get it out of the way, the light that I used was this one. This is my Nanlite Forza 150B. This is a continuous light 150 watt bicolor light from Nanlite that is powered using this one, a 26 volt battery from FX Lion. Yes, this is a 26 volt battery in order for me to maximize the power of this light and get the full 150 watts. Now, the modifier that I used is this. It's also from Nanlite, one of my favorite modifiers. This is the Lantern Softbox Forza 60. It's basically a 60 cm lantern softbox. And one of the reasons why I love bringing it around is because look, it's so light. So it's actually perfect for my light like this so that the assistant can hold on to the light this way and just put it in any general direction that I want it facing. Okay, so here's the first layout. By the way, we shot this in this beautiful location called Sagada. It's in the mountain province of the Philippines. That's why we're surrounded with so much nature and just total beauty. However, one of the issues that I had during the time that we were there was that we weren't really getting that beautiful light, and that's why I had to add a light like this. I set my light to 3200 Kelvin so that it gives that warm tone to make it look as if we had a great sunset. So you could see here, I made them close their eyes first. Initially, if you look at the very first clip, his eyes were open, and that's why I asked him to close his eyes to make it more intimate. And the light that you're seeing right here, is coming from my 150B, my Nanlite 150B. Now you could see here in the background, these are the trees that I was telling you about from the mountain province. And that's why I had to go up here to be able to bring in this wonderful view. So I took a step up, tried to get a different perspective to bring this in, and here's the light right here. Excuse, of course, what I was wearing. We had to be comfortable while shooting. And this is the output. And look at that. We were able to bring out a bit of the sky and create a warmer tone. And I set my white balance to about 3200 Kelvin just to bring in those beautiful warm tones and to push the color coming from the sky. So this is a shot that I took from above, and of course, after which, I had to go in closer to get more intimate photos. So the camera that I was using here was my Sony a7R Mark V with a 50mm 1.2 GM lens. So I went in closer for a different perspective, and that's actually very, very important. Whenever you're shooting, even if you could see that I had an assistant photographer with me shooting with a different lens, it's always important for you to be moving around even with just one scene, one pose. If you change your perspective, you will be getting multiple angles and multiple photos. And this is the output of a tighter shot. Now from there, of course, I wanted to change their pose and made them do a kiss. And that's the thing. Now, normally that type of pose won't entice any laughter, but I knew that they would the moment I would ask them to do a sort of kiss shot because we were with the family. So teasing started happening, and I was prepared to take that moment because I knew this is what's going to happen. We would have some candid moments of them smiling, and these are the images you really want to make sure you get so that you've got your post and you've got your candid photos. Then from there, of course, after all the laughter, I had to get a different perspective and basically just get that intimate pose that I wanted to do. So of course, say hello to our makeup artist Gold Magtoto, and we wanted to do a pseudo kiss shot, and this is the final output of that layout. Like I said earlier, I tried my best to shoot this entire video on location. However, I did really find it unfair that I would take time out from the shoot to do the content that I am sharing with you now. However, I was able to take some bits and clips or record some bits and clips on location, and this is one of them. Basically, what we did here now, we're rushing because look at this one. Look at the orange sky there. That's why I decided to make my color also 3200 Kelvin so that it just matches the color. It gives a beautiful look as if they were being hit by the sun, by the sunset. And then now she moved, but we go back, go back, go back. I mean, go back. So the beautiful thing about it is that I did take a few minutes to actually explain what I was doing. But while I was doing that, I was watching them. And normally when you do post images, it is after the post images when they relax, and that's when the post becomes so natural. And that's exactly what I caught, so I made them redo it. And of course, we still had to direct Homer a little bit. And look at that. Again, it is those candid moments. Basically, he was just laughing. And while he was laughing, I was still shooting. And of course, the nice thing about laughter is that it removes a lot of inhibitions. So normally, after they start laughing, it calms them down, which then allows me to ask them to do poses like this. Then we moved on to the next location, which was basically just a few steps away. And you can see here, this is the battery that I'm talking about, this one, mounted on this Forza 150B, and this is the modifier. Now you could see fog started rolling in. However, that's not real fog. That's basically a smoke machine that we brought with us, and it's a relatively inexpensive one. We just got it for about a thousand pesos, which is about 20 USD. We really wanted that smoke machine there because Sagada is known for its fog. But of course, we would think that we don't want really to be at the mercy of nature. So in case that we did not get any fog, we at least had a smoke machine with us. And that's basically exactly what we did here. And this is the final output. So that's basically the first part of this very, very long engagement shoot. So expect a lot more videos like this in the future. Now, if you want to catch those videos, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Now, if you want to see more of my images, you could always find me on Instagram. It's at Jiggy Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.